All right, let's get this thing. I just took a shower, took the trash cans out. My trash day. My hair is washed. It's washed. All right. I feel alive today. I had some dreams last night too. Ooh, I had some dreams. My coffee's making noise. Making noise. But I'm on a little early this time. 8:30, 8:34. Okay, 8:34. I'm not usually on this early. Hello, you guys. I'm up and awake. Already dealing with stuff already. When you are in charge of your own stuff, you're already dealing with crap already. This coffee is good too. It's making noise. Why am I making noise? That's a little weird. How's everybody? With my stomach? I think I did a lot. I think I did too much right now. Ooh. My stomach just got a little queasy. I think from moving around so much. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is James Jr. Raw in the morning. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not like I'm just unplugged. Welcome. I am just feeling a little feisty today. I'm feeling like I'm ready to tackle the world. I'm a CEO of a company, of two actually. Every once in a while, things come at you that are CEO worthy. They come to you that are something that actually you gotta look at it. They come to you a certain way. And I was telling Flo yesterday, I want to be treated like a CEO. I guess I'm being treated like one. And over the course of the last month or so, I've had several things come my direction. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. But it's gonna be all good. But something came across my desk and I have to handle, and I'm actually doing research on this particular thing. And I'm like, I'm finding out, I'm digging more and more and more and finding out more stuff as I dig in. So it's been kind of exciting. It's been kind of fun. And everything's a learning experience. It really is. I mean, everything is a learning experience. So I'm learning about how to handle certain things. I'm learning about different laws and different things that are set up and what's legal and what isn't. I mean, it's been very interesting. Oh my coaster, get over here. So I'm having a feisty morning already. I'm ready to go. And it's the finale of the Book of Boba Fett. I'm scared. They said it's 61 minutes. Ready to talk. And those of you like And Just Like That, tomorrow, Emily May Hell and I are going to cover the documentary that they put out at the finale last week. So I'm going to watch the whole documentary, see what they're going to talk about. We're going to react to that tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we are going to do a Sex and City after show. I made an announcement about that. We're going to do that. So we're putting that together. We're going to produce that together now. But we will continue with a few more And Just Like That after shows. We have a couple of things that we're going to do. And so, well, funny, I'm wearing my Southeastern Hardee's thing. But I'm very excited. We're going to continue some of these shows. And Boba Fett, my number one show, we're going to continue it. We're going to do some stuff with that too. So don't worry, we're going to continue some of these shows, keep them going. Gilded Age, I saw the preview. I like the preview. Everybody in it I like. I didn't watch Downton Abbey. That was not I didn't catch the craze. I didn't catch on to that. And I didn't watch any of that. But this preview looked really good for Gilded Age. I mean, it has Cynthia Nixon in it. I mean, it has, so it looks really good. So I may, if I get a chance, I'm gonna add it to my list of things I want to watch. I wish my life, my life isn't free like that anymore. I wish it was. I wish I could just sit for hours and just watch television like I used to. I could. Sometimes I wish I do sometimes. And sometimes I do take time off to do that, to catch up on all my stuff on DVR and catch up on everything on streaming. I just don't have that time anymore. It's just gone. It's just gone. I just wish. It's crazy. But General Hospital's good these last couple of days. Woo! This is the action I want to see. This is good. I was like, oh my God. Yesterday, and I have to give it to you. And I'll talk about this on Sunday. We are having shows on Sunday. Super Bowl's not until later. So we'll be done by then. But I'm telling you, Amanda Seton, who plays Brooklyn, just broke my heart yesterday. Oh my gosh, she's so good. Her and Ned, and my buddy Wally Kurth. And I love Wally. And Wally's such a natural actor. And he's good on both shows, Days of Our Lives and also when they give him material. When they give him material, you never sleep. I know. So I like to sleep. Sorry, girl. I like to sleep. That's my problem. I have friends who get like 2 hours a night, 3 hours a night. I can't do that. I'm a total bitch if I get less than 5 or 6 hours. So I sleep. I gotta rest. I'm tired. I'm old and tired. I can't do it. But that was so good yesterday, and I haven't watched Bold yet. I'm gonna watch it today. I haven't watched it yet. I heard it's good too. But yeah, it's gonna be. Oh my God, it's just General Hospital's good. And Peter grabs Charlotte. What? Ozark's another one. I love Laura Linney. That's my girl. I loved her in The Big C. I loved her in Tales of the City. I loved her in movies. I haven't got to that either. Jason, I haven't got to that either. There's so many shows. I just can't. Anna, you're a little bit. See, at the point, right? If you slept more, you would be a nicer bitch. Now, it would be a semi-bitch, a diet bitch, bitch light. I ate my quota of bitches today. I ate my quota. But I'm so busy creating television, creating all this stuff. I can't even get to all of it. But like last night, last night I just watched General Hospital. You can see other soaps. I watched The Connors because I love The Connors. So I was watching that, catch up on that, and Kenan. Those are the 3 shows, and then I fell asleep. I was trying to watch another show I was trying to watch last night. Oh, Abbott Elementary. I love that show too. I watched that also. But those are all quick little bites I can watch. But some of these hour-long stuff, I can't get to it. It's just too much. And this is, my cub says, I'm a grandpa on one side. Grandkids gave me this. I'm a grandpa on one side. And then my grandkids on the other side says, grandkids so easy to operate, even a small child can do it. Right. And my grandkids have me wrapped around their little fingers. My newest one, Trenton. Oh my God, my sister, my daughter sent me videos of him, and he is the cutest thing. He loves the camera, just like his granddaddy. I like the next star is right there. That's the next star. I'll not be surprised. Yeah. So anyway, so it's yeah. My brother liked Righteous Gemstones also. There's so many shows. I can't even. I'm glad you guys all can watch television and just relax. My mug cabinet. I don't have I think I did a show on that once. It was right over here. I can't take the camera. I can't take this with me. But I think I did do a thing on my mugs. I got to organize them more. I have a Star Wars shelf that's crowded now. So I got to figure out this. I have a take 2, James. The coffee is kicking in. I have a built-in book shelf. It's in the wall. It's like, so I got to organize it better because I'm looking at it right now. It's a mess. But I got about 25 mugs. A little more than that. Yeah. I threw out some. I keep others. Then I also have a coffee maker over here on this side. I have some mugs of that. I have some mugs. So I try to rotate my mugs. You see, I use my mugs all the time. Why not? Man, is it March yet? I don't know. I'm just like, why not? Spring and March. I thought I put a title, be something different because this month's going by fast. It's the 9th already. It is the 9th, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I've done this month. The last 9 days, and I've done something. This coffee is good right now too. It's French vanilla, and it's French vanilla. It's the Kroger brand. It's good. Yeah, I do have a Star Wars shelf. So, but it's overflowing. And I have a Star Wars toy box. And I did an unboxing yesterday where I got Star Wars puzzles. When used comes to this house, I love mugs. I love big cups you get from like restaurants you can take home. But I've been trying, when I've had my adult beverages, I've been trying to be a little classier. And I just try to use my nicer glasses. I was making a rum punch the other day, and it's separated, so the rum's here, the orange juice is here. So that's pretty in a regular glass. So I'm trying to get a little classier. You are machine made last week. I do so many of these things. I do so many shows. I do so many. I don't even know how I do it all. I don't know how I do it all. I do a lot of stuff for this network. My network. I try to get out there. The other one with Tammy and guest talking about always. So that wasn't a guest, Mel. That is actually. Let me. This is good for me to explain this. Okay. So I have a very successful show on this network. It's audio only, but it will be video for the 1 year anniversary coming up in a couple of weeks. But it's audio only. It's called Forgotten Hollywood. And this show is huge on my network, just an audio. It's not video, just an audio. It's huge. It's been number one several weeks, several months. It's one of my top 3 shows of all time. Huge show for us. And Doug Hess is the guy who created it, produces it, and does it. He's the host. That's one of the shows I don't do. But it's on my network. It's called Forgotten Hollywood. You should check it out. It's great. It's wonderful. So it's him and Tammy Govea. Both have old Hollywood shows on my network. So I brought them together. And I have a new show called Have You Heard of Me? A new episode dropped today. And it's this movie here. Who is Harry Kellerman and why say those terrible things about me? Starring Dustin Hoffman from 1971. This movie is the bomb. So I talk about it. So it's audio only. So I'm picking movies from the 70s and 80s and talking about them. Where Tammy and Doug do like 60s and before. So we have 3 shows about Forgotten Hollywood, basically. Forgotten Hollywood, Some Like a Classic, and now Have You Heard of Me? So check it out. I do something interesting. The first one I did was on a movie called Sheila Divine is Dead and Living in New York. It's very Sex and the City of the 70s. So check out, I talk to you about them with my smooth voice. So we got 3 shows in old Hollywood. So that's what that show was. That's who he is, Mel. He's Doug Hess. He's great, and so he has a popular podcast on my network. And then he liked the one me and Tony. Well, Tony and I, old friends, sister girls, whatever. We are old friends, and he got me in this business, in this part of the business. So he created a show called Days Edition Days, or Days of Our Lives After Show. And yesterday was the anniversary, 7 years. My anniversary starts next week. Okay, so Patreon, y'all don't make any money. I make very little money off Patreon. I'm just starting. On my audio stuff, there's some shows have commercials. So I have over 45 shows. So on my audio, some of the shows have commercials, some don't. That's how I make money. And usually the ones that have commercials are my biggest shows. Also, some of my shows have commercials that I create for, where I get product placement stuff, and they pay me to each month to promote. Also, some of the shows that I have, there's Tammy Govea. Mel, you mentioned Tammy Govea. There she is. You conjured her up. You said her name 3 times. There you go, Mel. He was just saying he loved a show we did together, Tammy. There you go. Also, I have some shows that I produce that they pay me when to have their shows on my network. So I get money in several ways. But yeah, a lot of my shows don't have commercials on purpose because I can't control which commercials they're gonna put on my shows, right? You don't know they're gonna put a commercial about, Donald Trump or something. I don't want a commercial. I want that on there. So so I have to control what you guys listen to, so it's not offensive to anybody. So don't worry, JLJ makes some money on these things. That's why I do all this stuff. I'm working. Hi, Brownie. So yesterday, nobody came on except for me and Kirsten. And Daisy Flower came on for a minute, but yesterday I was like, nobody came on. It's so weird. People always come on this show. It's just sad. It's so weird. So yes, and we're having the best weeks ever. So far, best year ever as I'm getting started. And what's crazy, like I said, now folks are noticing us. Now we're getting attacked by a couple of people. So I'm dealing with that right now as a CEO. We're getting a couple people. Some couple people came out of the woodwork and they're trying to attack us, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna handle it. And I know how to do this. I'm gonna handle it. Crazy. When you get more stuff. So yes, but yeah, that's hopefully answers your question, Texas Ranger fan. So now I'm the Patreon. I'm making a little bit of money off of Patreon too. Actually, I mean, I only have 5 patrons, but I hope more. Yeah, YouTube. I don't know what they do. There's time people go. There was a guy who's getting mad at us every week on General Hospital. I had to get a notification. I'm like, I have nothing to do with that. I don't work for YouTube. Do I look like I work for YouTube? I don't work for YouTube. I have no idea why technology doesn't work sometimes. Technology sucks sometimes. I had a guest couldn't get on to my Zoom meeting for 20 minutes. That's on her. I was sitting there waiting, and that's on her. That's on her end. I have no idea. I'm not saying to you, girl, like I don't like I work for YouTube. I'm just saying that someone got mad at me every week or screaming in the chat room, like, James, do something. I'm like, I can't do anything. I don't work for YouTube. I don't know why it didn't work. I'm told you hit the goddamn bell and whatever. Let me just see this. You hit the bell. So, there you go. You hit the bell, and then that's it. Crazy. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what happens with YouTube shit. All I know is I was here. Nobody was here with me except for Kirsten. That was it. No, but this guy, I did tell him on the show, I said, stop yelling at me. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, literally, my hands are tied. Oh, that's X. Wakanda. But yeah, I'm not yelling at you, girl. I'm just saying, out loud. People like when I rant, apparently, because my shows get more views when I rant, I guess, for some reason. So I should be angry every day. That'd be annoying after a while, right? There's some folks who are always nagging. The bell. There you go. It's a bell out. But I was like, but seriously, I was like, I don't know why you didn't get it. But then I was like, not for you, but for them, this show comes on whenever, right? That's not a set time. But we had the same time every week for 7 years. So it's like, hello, well then, you know what time it comes on, set your alarm. Your personal alarm. If you know it comes on at 4 o'clock every day, every Sunday, then at 4 o'clock you should be sitting in front of your computer. You want to hear me complain. And everybody's like, yeah. You want to hear me complain. Anyway, because you guys are all crazy people, that's why. They're crazy, crazy people who like to see angry people on TV. That's what you guys want. I'm not going to give you what you want. You angry. I'm going to stay positive. Love everyone. Everything's great. The world is amazing. But it's not amazing. It's crazy. It's amazing. It's crazy. It's amazing. It's crazy. It's amazing. It's crazy. I'll stop myself. You've broken James Lodge and you guys this morning. You've broken me. I will now power down. Wouldn't it be crazy if I just like this all of a sudden I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here like this for like 5 minutes. You guys just sit here and watch me. I did a show once. Yeah, okay, so yeah, no. We here's the thing, folks, Mel. We talked about this, actually. Me and Tony did talk about this. But see, like Tony said online, how can I say this diplomatically? Not everybody is, especially these days, it's gotten a lot worse. Not everybody, you may not want them, you can't vet them. You can put them backstage, but we can't vet them, what they're gonna say. And sometimes people they've been really mean about the shows these days. So I'm like, I don't know if we want to let people have phone, because there's folks in their chat room who get on our nerves and say stupid shit. So I'm like, we're all like, I don't know if we want to put them on air. I don't know. I just you guys don't understand. We had to deal some of AfterBuzz. We had to deal with some calls that were crazy too on AfterBuzz. So we miss it sometimes. Just we love interaction with the fans, but now we're talking. That was 3 or 4 years ago. Nowadays, people are stranger than they were before. So I'll say, I don't care. I'll say it. It must be diplomatic. There are some fucking freaks out there. And I want them calling my thing. And you got people doing Zoom bombs and StreamYard bombs. They come on, they flash people naked. No, I don't trust none of that anymore. So unless we can get another system that where the phone can, we're nothing to do with cameras. Nope, I don't trust it. Tammy Govea, what's she saying? When the world gets back to a little normal, you think it's one of your organizing jobs, it'd be cold to see. It'll be, I'm sure you say cool. It'd be cold to see the process. You're a client. Here's one of those things. So, when I was with Michelle Stafford, she did some filming with me. And Shirley Ralph, I did some film with her son. So yeah, it's one of those things that I would love to do that, but a lot of my clients are embarrassed and would not want to do that. Please stress you out. But I may be able to find a client that might want to do that. Would want to do that. I would have to have somebody film us and do that. So yeah, so that's a possibility. But most of my clients are very embarrassed. They're like, nope, you're not seeing what I'm doing. It's organizing is a very personal thing, right? The stuff you see on TV, that's all processed and procured and produced. You know, it's a little different. That condo bitch and all that. What's she doing? That's all. They hired people to do that. It's not real completely. It gives you an idea, but it's not real. But yeah, I would have to farm out and find couples, and they would want me to pay them probably to film. Yeah, but most of them are like, nope. And I don't mind that. I know they're a little embarrassed, and I try to take the shame out of it because it's not. You are where you are. Even I get messy sometimes. I've been slowly, my room's getting back to normal. There was a point when my room was just, I had 7 projects going at once. So it was crazy. It just happens. There should be no shame being disorganized. You get there. Sometimes we're super busy. Sometimes it's physical stuff. And then when it gets really packed and it's really disorganized, it gets overwhelming. And your brain, and some folks don't know how to organize. It's not, you can be taught, but it's not, but you can be taught. That would be great, James. Oh, hello from the UK. That's right. That would be great. James, people need to be reined in for the come out way. Yeah, it's people are just so Twitter and Facebook. They're all just like they're so they're just so mean. People are mean. They just are. And I'm just like, and I'm seeing every fandom. I talked about this before the other day. Every fandom is bonkers right now. Doesn't matter what it is. Boba Fett, Star Wars, Hardy's, they're all bonkers. Nobody's happy right now. There's nobody. I'm like, is it because of COVID? Is it because it's pandemic? Is everyone just worn out? That's why I say, is it March yet? Is it June yet? Is it May yet? Is my birthday yet? I mean, like, it's my sister's birthday's in 2 days. She's like, we're not getting together. Half the family has COVID. So we can't even get together and go party like we always do and go to dinners and have her sing to her. It's like, we can't even do that here in LA. Because half of her family has COVID. I haven't seen her. She was 2 blocks away from me. I've not seen her in person in a month. My mom had to call her because they haven't seen each other either. So it's just crazy. But I'm just seeing people are really upset. They are not happy about nothing. I post something positive and they just like I get attacked sometimes. I don't know why you think that. I had one guy try to attack me in a DM, try to attack me underneath my video, try to attack me on a page, because I said the TV show Dynasty, the new one, is very diverse. Well, it is. I didn't say anything else. I said it's very diverse. It's set in Atlanta. They have Black, white, Latino. I mean, it's very diverse. I mean, it's a fact. I'm not making something up. I'm not making anything up. They're just it's very. He was like, if you think it's diverse, but I did. You got another thing. He started going off on me. Like, oh my God, Tammy, I think you should have a weekly show where you constantly invite the angriest fans to on your show and just rant. I'll be your Robert T. Howard Stern. That's so funny. I love it. That would be funny, actually. That would be hilarious. Oh my God. Well, I mean, me and Matthew Thiel, the episode of Daytime Today yesterday was how to fix GH. So listen to that, watch that video or listen to it. We each gave 5 ways to make it better, in our opinion. But again, we didn't say it in a way that was like evil or mean. We just kind of said, if they did this, if they did that, we think they should do this. That's all. And people are commenting on it. I see on YouTube, and one guy already commented like, I don't know, you guys are just complaining. But everybody's complaining. Everyone's complaining. And I'm just like, I'm just like, you know, we can't just enjoy the shows. I mean, not everything is good. I mean, yeah, we know that. And it's not to say you can't, you know. But see, that's the problem. Yeah, there's slurs, language, they call you names. But see, some folks, I'm sorry, and I'll say this, and I don't care who hears it. Some folks are whiners. You are straight up whiners. You can't get everything you want. You can't. You can't get it. I did an episode, okay, Miss Tomlin. I did an episode of this, was it this show? I should again. I think it was maybe this show or Liquid James. I can't remember. But I did it last year where I read mean comments about me. I did like a mean, it wasn't mean, it was just tweets. It was like mean comments about me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. I read the mean comments. I did that, and it got a lot of hits. I can't remember. I wish I could. I do so many shows. I can't remember what show it is on. I think it's JLJ this morning. I think I could be wrong. It could be a lot of help, or it could be I can't remember what show it is. I have to look it up. But I did that. And it was hilarious. I read them as they were, and people said the meanest shit to me. Now, and those comments weren't even the meanest ones. I've had meaner comments. I've had death threats. I've had all kinds of things over the years. But yeah, but Mel believes civil callers exist. There are a few. I said there are a few. Well, Mel used to call in. You were very nice. You used to always call in. We had a couple people who were just we had regulars who would call in who were nice. Then we had some that were a little interesting, like you. But you also, oh my God, what's his name? He has two names. He called in all the time too. He was very nice. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I can't remember what it is right now. But I'm saying that it's one of those things where you kind of turn it back on the haters. Perry Shen on GH is hilarious. Whenever someone says something negative about him, he comments. He's just like, really? You don't like him? And they talk to him, not paying attention that it's him. And then he lets them know it's him, that he's the guy they're talking about. They're like, oops. Like, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Perry, I love Perry. Perry's a friend of mine. I love him. And he just does, it's hilarious. Because one guy goes, I love Britt, but not that guy. He goes, just Britt? I thought, oh my God, I was peeing myself, basically. I was crying, laughing that he does that. So I had a girl attack me last week when I mentioned the skin color and GH thing. And so I could just classily, I thought that was not a word, classily, I was looking for a word, classily, responded to her saying that she was classless and unempathetic and was rude. How you gonna tell a black man to calm down when it comes to seeing race represented on television? I mean, I think that's just rude. Just listen to what I'm saying. You don't have to agree with me. You can even not agree with me, but you're not gonna gaslight me and tell me that I'm just want attention, that I just want clicks, that I actually don't care about this stuff. I do. And that's what I'd say about that. James, I have a screenshot I'm going to send you. Someone tweeted when she was talking to me. I was well, there's also some folks who don't care. Oh, there's some folks who don't care. They'll just talk shit to you and to an actor. They'll tag an actor and something, just talk mad shit about them. I would never do that. Never do that. And as Tammy's on here, I don't care. I'm going to say I really don't give a shit. I'm just telling the truth, shame the devil. Tammy got attacked. Once last year on one of our shows, they went off on her on one of the comments. And I was like, because Tammy rarely gets attacked. I get attacked. Frank gets attacked. Lucretia, like all those others get attacked. They attacked her, and I was like, okay. And an actress, I'm not gonna say her name, does not like Tammy for some reason, or doesn't like Amanda really either, and was going off on them about me. And I was like, I'm not having that either. So no one's happy. No one's fucking happy. It's just like, have some coffee, go outside, stand in the sun. Well, some of you guys can't stand the sun because if you're in the cold and the snow, I totally get why you're angry. Well, I read, trust me. I pick books up and I start reading. Okay, let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this. I'm a parent. I'm Black. I have New York in me. I know how to read somebody. Trust me. I'm like, I will if need be, I will. But I mean, folks attack me. You know, you're a kiss ass. You're this. You're that. I'm okay. For most part, I just brush it off. And the whole Taraya fans too. They're attacking Cameron Grimes. They're attacking her, and she was going off on people. Cameron was like, "I don't have to take this," and was going off on people. Eric Braeden, the same thing. Eric Braeden goes on people all the time too. You don't care. Nancy Legron, you know, homegirl. She always goes on people. She don't care. Lindsay Godfrey, same thing. I love these women. I love all of them. I'm good for you. And Eric Braeden, my buddy. Good for you. We do know. Here's the deal. We know that when we are on this platform and we put out our opinions, that is open to scrutiny. It's open to anything. It just is. When you put out a book, an album, any piece of art, any piece of product, you get it. Michelle Stafford said it best. She's like, they have a right not to like it. They have a right not to like you. They have a right to anything. Like that's not the problem, right? I always say my page, my social media pages are a dictatorship, not a democracy. That means I put whatever I want on there. I say whatever I want on there. That's mine. You don't like it? Don't follow my page. My show, same thing. You don't like what I'm saying? Don't follow me. I will lose half my viewers if I feel strongly about something. I don't care. I'm not in this to smooch everybody's asses either. I'm here to make the world a better place with some of my product. That's what I'm trying to do. So anybody can say whatever he wants. Say whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But it's the meanness. It's the going out of your way to be cruel and unusual punishments. That's the problem that I'm having a problem with. Telling actors you should give up your salary and help someone, that's not their job. They're not the producer. You should tell the producers, like, that's not their job. They're doing a job. You can't shame them for doing a job because you don't like the storyline. You cannot like the storyline. I mean, who cares? Okay, you don't like the storyline. But you're going to attack the actor for acting the part he's getting paid for? It's not his job or her job to judge the storyline. It's their job to perform it. The writers and the producers and the network, that's their job. Why are you attacking the actors? And Shanika, you're correct. Shanika Freeman, ladies and gentlemen. People think it's second aspect. I'm saying constructive or just plain rude to me. But if you're gonna tell Cameron Grimes, fuck you, bitch, and I don't like that you're this lesbian shit. I at least don't like you, but now you're doing all this lesbian shit. They were saying that to her, like to her. That is so not constructive. That is not anything. That's just rude and mean. So Cameron decided to answer back to certain people and tell them about themselves. And I was like, she has the right to do that. But it's not just on Twitter, folks. Facebook, Reddit, all those places. Any kind of message board situation on Facebook, I'm part of, Sex and City groups and just like that. They're tearing each other apart. They hate Che Diaz. They hate Miranda and Steve. They hate Carrie. They hate that big guy. They hate everything. Why is Samantha there? We all know why Samantha ain't there. Kim Cattrall hates Sarah Jessica Parker. She's not come back on the show. It's been and Sarah Jessica Parker should have not said anything. I don't think she should come back. Who cares, bitch? Nobody asked you to say anything. Just to say whatever. Then on Star Wars, Boba Fett's soft. What's wrong with where's Grogu? Why is man? They're all tearing each other apart. I'm part of a grandparent group. on Facebook. 3 or 4 of them. They've gotten nasty recently because some grandparents were just, it's supposed to be a safe space for grandparents. But of course, some parents are in there. So some of the grandparents are saying things like, I just love my grandkids and I want them to be close to me. And then parents are like, well, you want to take them away from the parents? You're trying to overdo you already had your kids. So why are you trying to take our kids? And that's not what they're saying. Grandkids are very different. I mean, we know they're your kids. We're actually glad they're your kids. We don't want to raise them. They're yours. But we just want to have them close to us. We want to be close to our grandkids. And we have to go through you when they're little to have them. So it's like, so I'm like, so even the grandparent groups are fighting. Like, well, fuck you. How you say this? What you know here? I'm just like, oh my God. I'm saying every group that I was in, the Hardys lost their shit a year ago, lost their shit. These Christians that was going on have lost it over a choice of a couple. I was like, really? That's what we're losing on. I can't believe this. And they start a whole new movement. Really? Over a storyline? Again, you can not like the choice, but the rest of the show, isn't it good? The rest of it? Isn't it still the values that you know, all the values that you want in a good TV show? Is that you negate all the other actors who work really well and there's great storylines? That's just, to me, well, Robert Newman, man, he's not immune either. There are folks saying he's ugly. Why is he on the show? Richard Berg's much good looking. Why are you bringing this has-been on this show? He belongs on Guiding Light. And don't bring that Reva bitch on here. They're going off already about him. I'm like, first of all, Robert Newman is good looking and he's a great actor. But they were attacking him too. I'm like, no one's happy. No one. I should change the title of the show as No One's Happy. I might change the title of the show. No one's happy. Because I was just like, really, you're attacking him? He's just coming in to do a job. You haven't even seen what he's doing yet. His little promo was cute. He was like, I'm not in Springfield anymore. I'm coming to Genoa City. I thought that was cute. But folks didn't like that either. I was like, really? I mean, Richard's not on the show anymore. That's how it is. He premieres and Robert premieres today. That's how that works. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It is just everyone does not seem to be happy. And the thing is, you can't please everybody. We know that. You can't please everybody. And things happen. And now with COVID especially, and all these COVID protocols, and remember the soaps were the first to come back in many of the entertainment stuff. It was the soaps who came back. Bold and Beautiful was the first studio to come back, period, during the lockdown in Los Angeles. I mean, if you're not from LA, everything shut down for like 4 months. Seriously, restaurants, stores, malls, we were in complete shutdown. I was at home in this room having to order food, and we had run out of food too. Occasionally there's a few stores open. I go to Target, and there was no toilet paper. Remember, no paper towels. At one point, we had no meat. At one point, we had no eggs. It was crazy. People were losing their. It was crazy. So one people said, we're going to try this. They have blow-up dolls, and they worked it out, and mannequins. And they had they found a way to do it that was safe because it was that contagious. And it was a death sentence for many people back then. So I'm like, the soaps always were trying to do what they could. We had no soaps for like 6 months except for Days of Our Lives. Think about that for a second. We had no new episodes for about 6 months on 3 of the soaps. Think about that. For the first time in history, Days had the only new soaps coming out all of 2020. But there were months we had no new soaps. I'm just saying. And here's my thing, folks. So you guys are mentioning in the chat room, bring back this one. Here's my thing. Don't bring nobody on the show. Don't bring a big name or anything on the show unless you're going to use them. Don't bring some names. You're bringing Robert Newman on. His character's in a major storyline. Like it's ramping up, so it should be fine. But don't give me a big name. Where's Ted King on Bold and Beautiful? Where's Kim Delaney and Gregory Harrison on General Hospital? Don't give me a big name. Bring them on with fanfare. Give them a week of story, and that's it. If it's a cameo, then sure, bring them on for that minute. We know it's a short-term thing, done. But don't bring anybody on the show and then not use them. What's funny is I love Cassandra Creech. She liked our post there today, Tammy, on Bold. She told off Carter last week, and I loved it. So at least they're using her. But I don't bring people on here. Don't bring people on the show, and then we don't see them for weeks, for months. Give them a week's worth of story, and that's it. So I'm saying, don't bring nobody on unless you're going to really work them in. And it can be short term. If you're saying they'll be on for 6 months story, I'll go for the ride. I'm shocked. Jackie Harry has been front burner storyline on Days of Our Lives. Now, her acting, but she's a legend, and I love me some Jackie Harry. So that's all I'll say there. But again, they're not propping her up. They're using her as front burner storyline to actually propel story. And because of her presence, it's given us other characters who are already on more story. That's what it is. But don't bring somebody on, like, we'll bring this person on, bring this person on. That's great. Where are they? Some of these casts have large casts already. So let's just get rid of like 5-10 people. It's not on here yet. We haven't gotten done. Regular Russia starts in 2 hours here. So I haven't seen anybody. But you know what I mean? It's like, we don't bring people on, bring them on, and then like really use them. There's some talent on daytime, past and present. It's a shame that we don't see more Michael E. Knight on General Hospital. Look at Jack K's acting actually fits that. Oh, Daisy Flower, you're so nice. You're so nice. I'm not gonna bash her. I'm just being shady because I think her acting is a little much. But no, she's part of Days. I know. I said she's a legend. She's a diva. She's a legend. I'm living for her. But again, it also helps other actors. The other actors have more story. So they're all front burner. We're seeing Abe. We're seeing lots of Black folks. I love it. You see my comment? I'm like, let's see something. Did I see your comment? How about, well, let's see. Let's see your comment. Is it here in the chat room? Let's look up. If the Brilliant License to fans, we never had one of the bravest story in daytime. Well, okay, so Mel, here's my thought about that. Okay, so soaps. Oh no, I saw it now. Soaps were much different back in the day. So they had more network. I said this before the other day. You don't want to listen to me. Networks cared about the soaps back in the day. The soaps were, even though they were treated, soap opera actors were treated like, stepchildren. But daytime TV was much more coveted and protected by the networks. Remember, there were 23 soaps at one time, and then 13 at one time. So that's a lot. Each soap had its own block. Each channel had its own block. They cared about it. They wrote stories that were worthwhile back then. So I know you bring up that example. Yeah, there's a million examples of that back in the day, but somehow that changed. That there are very few social justice, social issue storylines happening these days. A few. And the timing is different. You could take time to tell a story back then. Now, the audiences don't want that either. Audiences want bam, bam, bam. They don't want a slower paced story. They want it now, they want it now, they want it now. They do. I'm not making anything up. It's all stuff that's out there. So there were a million stories back then on a million shows that were well played, and they used their actors. They're multi-generational. It's all this stuff that we love. Not doing it anymore. It's not happening anymore. Or even once in a while you'll get something. Like the Leo storyline on General Hospital is very cool. They're taking that with care and consideration. The networks, I'm saying it again, the networks don't care about your shows. They'd rather have cooking shows and talk shows and court shows instead of soaps. Remember when soaps used, V Carter, there you go. Remember when soaps used to promote at night? During their prime time shows where they had the most audience? They promote happening on Days of Our Lives, happening on Guiding Light. They don't do that anymore. They don't. Their soap stars are barely on any talk shows. CBS has done a great job recently with the talk, having the stars from Why Not Born Beautiful on there. So if you just have soap stars on there, that's ABC. They're not doing anybody from General Hospital on there. NBC has nobody on their shows for Days of Our Lives. They don't. You know, they just don't have that. They don't care. They just don't. I don't know why. Like soap's be great. I don't know what's going on. And it's funny because everything's a soap. Every single, they rather have nighttime shows have storyline arcs and gay storylines and stuff, but nighttime. I get that daytime is a harder audience to please because it's during the day where there are considerably kids at home, as a lot of parents and I put it all in quotes because like that's what they that's kind of what it is. There is a lot. So yeah, Kelly's done some things for days, but I'm still saying it's not the same. If you want to see soap stars on a regular basis, tune into our shows, literally. It's us or Alan Locker or Michael Fairman. Name somewhere else you see soap stars on a regular basis. I'll wait. James Algier brings them. Born Beautiful, YNR, General Hospital. Tony Moore does Audition Days all the time. I was just on there with Lindsay Godfrey, coming back to the show. Anybody else have Lindsay Godfrey on their shows? No. Does Kelly have Lindsay Godfrey on her show? No. And Lindsay's a very interesting person. She can totally tell a story. They're not on Drew Barrymore's show. They're not on Tamron Hall. Okay, so I'll play with you, V. So yeah, CBS sometimes has their stars on That's Big a Deal and on there. Okay, I'm talking about a regular basis where it's not silly, where it's serious. We talk about their craft, talk about their storylines. In the old days, they used to have that. I'm saying like on Donahue and Oprah, they used to be on all these shows. I'm asking, where do you find stars where you sit down and talk about their characters? Now I'll wait. Everything you guys are mentioning are these little cutesy little things they're doing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And yes, Shanika, I agree with you. Prime time is more progressive, daytime is more conservative. I'm saying, where can you see where your soap stars are taken seriously? I'll tell you where, JLJ Media. That's where you can see them taken seriously. I can sit here and name you all the stars that came on Born Beautiful last year, from Matt Atkinson to the Queen herself, Kelly Lang, Annika Noel, Aaron D. Spears, Lauren St. Victor. I had all of them. Why not? I had Taraya. I had Courtney Hope. I had Peter Bergman, Eric Braden. The biggest stars I had them on my show last year. Billy Thomas Scott, Sharon Case. Should I keep continuing? And Audition Days has every soap star on their show all the time. We take them seriously. We have fun with them. I'm saying we take them seriously. Stop with this cutesy shit about, let's play it. Who do you have to kiss? They're always half naked. Oh my God, like that's old and done. They should be treated the same way primetime stars should be treated. And you have daytime talk shows, like we have nighttime talk shows. You have daytime talk shows. Why aren't your stars on there to support the show? I don't think it would cost them anything to have a couple of soap stars on for a 15-minute segment on a talk show. Promoting the shows on your network. I don't think there's nothing wrong there, right? There's nothing wrong there. It's not, these Emmy Award shows, half of them are so shittily produced. It's like there was one that was done really well one year. I was there when 2018. I like that one. But all the rest of them are just so cutesy. Stop being cutesy. Stop playing to the tropes of like soaps are crazy and soaps about love and like soaps have their whimsical stuff and everything, but let's treat them like the Emmys, like the primetime Emmys. Why are we treating them like they're, again, like a stepchild? I love seeing Talking to the Stars and asking them, when you did this iconic scene, how did it feel? Give me somebody, because somebody said the other day loved that Peter Bergman talks about the famous, I got a chance to ask him about the famous scene where he tells Victor, you want this chair? You want this seat? You want this chair? And takes it, throws it out the window and says, have a seat on me. And he told the behind the scenes on that, how the wind machine was so crazy. Like, that's what you guys want to know, right? You want to know the behind the scenes. You want to know if Peter Bergman and Eric Braeden actually fought backstage years ago. When I had Eric Braeden on my show, we talked about it. He wrote it in his books. We talked about it. That's what you want to know. That's what I want to know, right? I want to know. You want to know. I ask the questions. I feel like trying to ask the questions you want to know. Tammy asked the questions you want to know. Frank asked the questions you want to know. That's what I try to do. Because we get him for a little bit about time, because I just talked to him about it. Matt Atkinson, what was it like working with the mannequin, a blow-up doll? And he told us. Annika Noel, what was it like having a mannequin look just like you? That's the whole point, right? We want to ask, those are the questions we want to know. Because it's so outrageous. And so whatever, we want to know that. Not like, so you were naked again. Was it like doing, love scene? Like we know it's fake. It's all fake. Exactly. B. Carter, I'm with you on that one. If they were smart, sprinkle some of their soap stars on primetime shows. Well, I know some soap stars, some soap actors have other shows they're doing. I know, like, oh my God, Tosha Story, who should be more on Y&R, but they haven't put on there in a while, is in Tyler Perry's The Oval. And a couple other actors. I know, like, Greg Vaughn was doing Queen Sugar and doing Days. So, like, some of them have other things, but again, it's not the same networks. So that's the problem, right? So V-Card, there's a problem. If they were on the same network. I remember, or they leave, like home group, Kiara Barnes on Bold, left Bold to co-star on Fantasy Island. And so it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, and then they brought on her former co-star from Bold on the Fantasy Island. So it's kind of a little mini reunion, but again, different channel. I think different channel. I think that's Science Fox, I think, right? But I agree with you, V. Yeah, why not? If you're CBS, bring some of those actors on NCIS or Hawaii Five-0 or any of those shows. You know what I mean? I think it's a great idea. They should do something like that all the time. That's how it used to was. That's all I say. That's how it used to was. But they don't care. They don't. So folks like me, again, Alan Locker, Tony Moore, Michael Fairman, maybe a couple of others, we're always trying to get these stars. Now they have the Bold Live too. We're trying to get these stars to sit with us and talk and be regular human beings and give us all the tea. That's it. We don't need QTI things and game shows and all that. Who cares? That's what I think. I mean, it's they work very hard. I gotta print something. Okay. Sorry guys, I gotta print something. It's my job. Okay. Print. I'll tell him, no problem, got it. No problem, received. Okay. Okay. So I'm doing work at the same time, kids. This is actually something very important I have to print out. So I'm like, I just did something. I don't know what I just did. Oh no. Oops. Okay. Oh my God, I just did something. I just did, okay. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay. Yes, and Victoria Rowell had 2 shows. She was on Diagnosis Murder and that. Same with Deidre Hall was on Our House and Days of Our Lives. So anyway, so it's just, yeah, but it's one of those things. I just think people need to understand that no one seems to be happy So I don't know I don't know what I don't even know if you can make anybody happy at this point. And I'm just wondering if it's the world at large that's creating this, that we're all just so on edge. Every day there's something new. It's like, don't wear a mask, wear a mask. This mask doesn't work anymore, but don't try this mask. Do this one over here. Like, it's just it's all this confusion. There's all this stuff going on. And they're trying to take away rights for these people and take away rights for these people. I mean, in the news, race has been in the news in the last week and a half more than ever. We're talking from Whoopi Goldberg to The Rock, everybody in between. I mean, there's all this stuff going on. It's just like, I think I read the other day. Okay, let's see if I can read this again the other day. I've been doing some shows on race because it's that time of month. I've been doing it, and I was like, here, this was so crazy. Okay, I'm gonna read this. This is what I read on my show the other day. Aquafina, Tandy Newton, Whoopi Goldberg, Joe Rogan, The Rock, Mac Lethal, Whitney Cummings, Ted Danson, Howard Stern, the character of Trina on GH, the character of Devon on Y&R, Blackish, the final season, and its producer, Kenya Barris, Janet Jackson versus Madonna. All this stuff has been in the news concerning race the last couple of weeks. And there's more. I'm sure there's others I'm missing. It is crazy. I'm like, where did all this come from? And we were doing talks about back in the 80s. This is in the 80s. Now, only 30, 40 years ago, when I go to the store, like Tower Records or Virgin or whatever, I go to the black section. It was called Black for R&B music, the black section. I remember another thing too, when MTV didn't play black people. And I remember Prince, especially, was playing new wave rock music, Little Red Corvettes, 1999, all that stuff was getting big. They wouldn't play it because he was black. Because he was black. Prince, one of the largest stars in the world, they wouldn't play Michael Jackson. They wouldn't play Michael Jackson. Epic Records at the time said, we'll pull all of our artists, white artists, if you don't play Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Billie Jean. That song is in the history books. Thriller is the largest selling record of all time. They wouldn't play him because he was black. That was just 40 years ago. There's a famous clip of David Bowie, may he rest in peace, questioning them on air, saying, why don't you have black artists? And they said, and Mark Goodman says, well, we want demographic to, the Midwest. And it's funny. I have a lot of family in the Midwest, many who are white. They don't care. And this Midwest gets a bad reputation sometimes. I'm like, many of them don't care. They like music. They like all kind of music. They don't care if it's black or not. So I'm like, that's just white executives. So that was just 40 years ago. So I was just thinking, just with that going on, I was like, that's kind of crazy. And then now, today, that's crazy. Yeah, there's also this thing. Everybody's stuck at home. For the last couple of years, many of us are stuck at home. So now we have time to watch all this stuff, and now people get upset. I mean, the character of Trina, that whole thing, and Devon, I mean, people are just up in arms, both of those characters. Up in arms. Up in arms. I'm like, it is, I never said nobody's business. They are just, with both characters on both shows. I was like, wow. It's crazy. It gets crazy. I don't leave the house sometimes. I'm like, I can't, but I'm not leaving the house. I want to go online sometimes. A lot of times I am busy just posting. I'm always, I'm always promoting something. James Algina got something coming out every day. So most of the time I'm posting, but then I'll do some scrolling. Well, that's the thing. Back in the day, watch Unsung. There's a series called Unsung from VH1, from TV1, where all of these black artists will tell you back in the 80s and 90s, they were pigeonholed. Or they're women. We already have, a couple of light-skinned black women, so we can't have you too. I remember, I think there was people like Cassie, Amarie, Sierra. Only a few became big. The others, we don't know how to market you. Anita Baker, huge 80s artist, right? 90s artist. Had an album that was basically for anybody to listen to. It wasn't, I mean, it was kind of R&B, whatever. But everybody say hello. Okay. Everybody say hello to Tony Moore Jr. He's on the phone. Say hi to everybody. Hi, Tony Moore Jr.
Always be on this
Yeah,
live
anyways, good. You hear him? Tell me to get off to talk to him, not to you guys. How do you feel about that, people?
Yeah, all right. JLJ will be back tomorrow morning for another JLJ Media in the morning, afternoon, evening.
This is Tony Moore, folks. You guys, this is Tony Moore. This way to say to you people. Are laughing. So sorry, Tony. I'm live at the moment, ranting at the moment.
What are you ranting about?
Nobody's happy.
Duh.
They're all saying hi to you. They're like, no, I'm just saying nobody's happy. Soap opera people, like nobody's happy. Like everybody's upset. They're all hyped.
What? Just stuff in general?
Yeah, I think so. Like I was saying, isn't the time period? Everybody's like, hi, Tony. Talking twins. Hi, Tony. Everybody say hi to Tony. Yes, it's very. They're all calling. You're on the air. Oh, we talk about that on this show too. Like, I don't know who won't call us on the show. I don't think we're calling in. I don't know.
James, if you don't know James Jr. by
now, it is all about me. Yeah, but we're talking about. We're saying they're like, hi, Tony. We're just saying it's just like nobody's happy about any storyline. Nobody's happy about characters. Nobody's happy about their shows. Nobody's happy with the network. Nobody's happy with the writing. Like nobody's just happy. It's like nobody's happy.
Then we learn like younger in life that like you can't satisfy everybody. Like everybody's gonna have an issue with something. Like when some fans just stop trying to be the writers and stop trying to predict the storylines, then you could just be happy with the journey.
Tony is smoking, kids. See, you hear that? I agree with that. I agree with that.
You know, I mean, it's just like, you know, when it comes to stories, like, and I'm not telling people to like everything,
right?
But you know, and there are some things that are going to be questionable, but like, give it some breathing room first. Like, you know, a new character is introduced, and they're like, they didn't even say a word yet, y'all. They just walked on the screen in the soap opera fashion and gave the look like, bitches, I'm back, and y'all already upset. I'm like, give them a chance to like say and do something first before you start to criticize it.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening right now on Young and Restless. A character was kicked off, and so a new guy's coming on, and they're already bitching already. He barely aired today, and he ain't done nothing yet, and they're already bitching. Oh my God, folks, my mother's calling now, but she has to ask me a question. So Tony, I have to call you. I have to say bye to the fans.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, I'll call you later. Right? Okay. And now my mother is on the air. That was Tony Moore, and now it's Benita. Hello, Benita.
Good morning.
And he's like,
hi, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. So now it's my mother. See, I tell you guys, you never know who'll call. Who'll call in. First was Tony, and now it's my mother. Do I need to put this off the speaker for a second? You tell me something?
Yes.
Okay. One second, you guys. Hold on one second. Just got to tell you something. Okay, get off speaker. Get off.
I'm at 99.
Okay. Okay. So this is okay, everybody, just 1 second. This is what I need. I need so if you find more fabric softener, like the little ones, you find more of those. Okay. You know, like the fabric softener. Also, if they have half and half there, I'll take it. I can always use more eggs. We have more eggs. I don't eat eggs all the time. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. I don't know what that is. No carrots, right? No carrots. Okay. Okay. Also, what's the other thing? I'm trying to think of something else I need. You said you have candles for me already, because I have no more candles. I have no candles left. But other than that, I think I'm pretty stocked on other stuff. I'm pretty good. Yeah, folks, I need fabric softener because I like my stuff to smell good and soft. Sure, why not? Try that. This is life, folks. This is life. They're all buy. Oh, they said buy Bobby some more bacon. If they have bacon there, I'll try their bacon if they have any bacon there. Yeah, that's what I said. She had a decent price, you guys. She said that she'll get it for me. With a decent price. All right. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. All right. So this is my life, kids. I got light bulbs the other day. Texas Rain fan. My mother got me some the other day. See, they go to the store. I won't go to the store. With some deli ham and cheese. Put your order in. That's what your order in. You live a little far away from there, Mel. I don't know if we can get to Brooklyn on that one, but that's a long time. That's far away. But see, they're driving around going shopping, and then they will come to me and then drop it off. That's my delivery service. So I don't, and I organize their house. That's our trade sometimes. I organize their house, and they buy me stuff. So that's what we do. So Tony Moore and my mom. This is normal now. Because seriously, yesterday it was just Daisy Flower 40, Kirsten and I, and that's it. And I was like, people come on usually in the mornings with me nowadays. No, I love shopping. It's COVID. I'm not going nowhere. Fuck this shit. I'm not going out and up there and catching COVID. They're braver than I am. I've had 5 COVID scares already in the last month. I'm like, fuck that. I'm just staying home. So no, I went to the corner store yesterday with 5 masks on. I was like, don't talk to me. Around the corner. You know I went to, okay, you know why I went to the store yesterday? So bad. I was craving. I'm almost embarrassed to say this, folks. Should I even tell you guys? I'm almost embarrassed. I never eat this. And I had a craving for it. And I was like, I'm gonna take a nice little walk. It's 80 degrees in LA, so it's beautiful weather. I'm gonna go for a walk. Oh my God, it's almost embarrassing. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It's too stupid. But I walked to the store to get this item, and it was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. But I didn't have it in my house. But I love shopping. No, it's fun. It was fun, but just unusual. You said yes, it wasn't just unusual. People usually pop through and call me, and no one called or popped through. But this morning it's back to normal. Everybody now, people are calling me, and it's but I'm like the nucleus. Everybody comes to me for everything. So I'm the center point for everybody. I don't know how that happened. That's always been my life with all my friends and family. Wasn't Pop-Tarts. I love Pop-Tarts. Okay, I'll tell you. It was a Hostess honey bun. A glazed Hostess honey bun. It was so, I've had one in years. It was big, it was like this big. It was, I warmed up in the toaster oven. I don't know why. I never eat that stuff. And I'm sorry. After Hostess went out of business, and then came back, their stuff hasn't been quite the same. I used to love their cherry pies. Not quite the same. But I was just like, I'm craving something sweet. I have nothing sweet in my house. I don't carry sweet stuff in my house because I just don't. I'm not a huge sweets person. But every once in a while, I'll crave something. I was like, you know what? I want a honey bun. And that's what I did. I went over there and I got me a honey bun. Oh my God. It was so weird. I'm like, where do I look for it? Where is it at? I don't know. I didn't know where to look. I was like, where do I look? What's going on? It's so weird. It's like, I'm buying a honey bun. I don't buy stuff like that. I just don't. But I sure did eat it, kids. It was nice and warm, and it's the glazed one, the ice glazed one with the white frosting. It's so good. I wanted a Randy's donut, which are famous out here, but I didn't. Randy's donuts. That's what I want to do. I know. I mean, it does, right? It's like it's getting Hostess cupcakes and snowball. She must just love snowballs and stuff. Little Debbie. See, I grew up with Tasty Cakes back in the Midwest, back east. Love Tasty Cakes brand. Little Debbie's wasn't one of mine, but I know a little bit of Little Debbie's. But I was Tasty Cakes And I was watching Two Broke Girls. Oh, that's my other guilty pleasure. Two Broke Girls. It was on late at night, but it was during daytime. But yes, I was like, honey bun, James. Oh, honey bun. Oh, I was judging myself. It was so good. But I ate it. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man's. I ate it. Mm-hmm. You put donut emojis. I guess there is no honey bun emojis out there. Usually you get the emojis, girl. Yes. See, I don't know who does this high shit. Hey, it text 862. Where is area code 862? Someone's trying to text me area code 862. Let's see where that is. Area code 862. That's New Jersey. I don't know on 862 number. Okay. I don't know who that is. You crave cinnamon swirl from our bakery. Cinnamon swirl sounds good too. I'm a huge apple fritter person. I love apple fritters. That's my fave. I know you do good with the emojis. I'm saying I don't think it's a honey bun emoji. You're usually good at them. Okay. Someone just texted me. Yes, someone just texted me, and it says it comes up on Google as a sexual lesbian Japanese oil massage. Mm-hmm. We're blocking that number right now. And so block caller. Thank you. Done. Okay, goodbye. Bye, Brown 821 over in England in the UK. Turns out I am part British, apparently, and Scottish, Wales, and Irish. I had no idea. So I just saw. I was like, you're ahead of time. You're ahead of time. That's right. No, I'm not. I'm just caught up on General Hospital. That show has been so good. I'm gonna try to watch today. I have to watch Boba Fett. So I'm gonna try to catch up on Bold next. That's shorter. And I want to see Steffi go off on Brooke. And I'll watch General Hospital again today because to me it's must see TV right now. And then I gotta watch Boba Fett and something else. I know. Then I'll watch Weinar at some point. Weinar was good last week. I'll watch it. I'll probably binge watch Weinar this weekend. But Bold and GH, I'm gonna watch, and then I'll watch. And there's no days. There's no Days of Our Lives for the next 2 weeks. So that's weird. Well, like the Olympics. I'm not even watching the Olympics. I watched the curling. That was fun. That was it. That was it. That was it. Okay, kids. I went on over an hour. This is crazy. This is what you guys got me into. You got me all worked up. I have things I have to do. I have a life I have to live somehow. I have one life to live. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I love you guys. This made it again, once again, made it fun. This is JLJ This Morning Live. I'm gonna change the title, of course, from Is in March into something else. But I'll probably be back tomorrow. Actually, will I be back tomorrow? Let's see, tomorrow's Thursday. Let me look. Oh yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Doing this. Everybody have a good day. Despite everything I just said, have a great day today. Take a little time to enjoy the view. No. Have a good day today. I'm going to go out my garden and frolic through my lilies, and I will be back tonight for the Book of Boba Fett at 8:00 p.m. with I've been to the Ben Hart store. I know Dominic. I know Captain and I know both of them. I've been to Ben Hart. I posted pictures online a while back, but I have been to the Ben Hart store in Little Santa Monica Boulevard in Beverly Hills. I have. And Dominic's great. He's hilarious. It's a great little store. Everybody.